Hello and welcome once again. This is Qualbert for another episode of Qualbert's Gaming Bargains, a little show where I show off a few of the purchases I've made in the last month. We've got quite a lot of games this time. No consoles, unfortunately, but heaps of games, so let's get stuck into it. First up, Super Mario Sunshine. Got it for $10. One of my favourite GameCube games and vastly underrated. Absolutely love it. Definitely worth the $10. Next up, something I hope you all know, 2 copies of Binding of Isaac, including Unholy Edition that cost me $2, and Most Unholy Edition, basically the same thing, couple of extra things included. That cost me $8, still sealed, so I feel like it's a decent deal. We've got some handhelds now. We've got Valkyrie Profile, quite a good game for the PSP, that cost me $7, no manual sadly. Hot Pixel, never heard of it, never played it, looks weird as fuck, but $4 for Hot Pixel, how could I say no? Probably should have said no. Next one, I don't know how to pronounce this, I hope you do. Popolacro? Is it French? Unfortunately, I bought this off EV Games Online. Didn't come with the manual, didn't come with the case, but it's a pretty decent PSP JRPG. Plays a lot like Final Fantasy Tactics. So for $4, that was pretty good. Breath of Fire 3 for the PSP. Another classic JRPG. No manual again. That was $6. And Darkstalkers Chronicles for the PSP. That cost me $8. And that is complete, so that's good. Next up, a console with no games. You know it, Vita has no games. Hashtag Vita has no games. We have Persona 4 The Golden. Absolutely love Persona 4, and this is pretty much the definitive version of it. Haven't played it, but my housemate has, and he loved it. And 2 classics from the Metal Gear Solid franchise. We got Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. Brilliant games. Haven't played them yet, but apparently they work really well on the Vita. Next up, the only DS game I bought, Tetris DS. Kind of a bit hard to find title for the DS now because it's pretty sought after. Lots of like classic retro Nintendo themed Tetris events. And it's actually a really good game. That cost $10 and a good purchase indeed. Next up, Mega Man 3 for the NES. I recently completed it. First Mega Man game I've actually ever completed, so absolutely loved it. This cost me $35, which is actually quite cheap for a Mega Man game considering they're all rather expensive. Next up, a freebie from Nintendo. Kirby Triple Deluxe soundtrack that was available exclusively on Club Nintendo for a short amount of time. It took like a month shipping to get here, but fairly limited. Definitely be keeping that sealed. Next up, a couple of PlayStation games. We have Rockman X5. That is pretty much just Mega Man X5. I have a chipped PS1, so we'll be able to play that once I get the chance. And Simpsons Wrestling, I played this heaps at a neighbour's house when I was a kid, and it was actually quite decent. Got that for free, actually. And now a couple of PS3 games. First up, a brilliant game recommended to me by a friend of mine who runs Windy Corner TV on YouTube. Check it out if you get the chance. A very obscure PS3 title by Suda51, who made No More Heroes, and actually includes 5 separate little anime videos along with it, all of which are very artsy, and it's a brilliant game. If you do see it in EV, check it out. And another one, Dark Void. I've heard it was pretty mediocre. I really like the DSi version that came out a few years ago that was like a retro, kind of, sort of Metroid-themed game. And it was $5 posted, so why not? Okay, probably shouldn't have bought these, but 2 copies of the Elder Scrolls Anthology for PC. Comes with every single Elder Scrolls game, apart from online, and all the DLC, and in a really nice box. These cost $40 each, which is a fucking bargain, off Oz Game Shop. Check out Oz Game Shop. There it is. It's a beautiful little case. Lots of art and shit, and you get all the posters in the back as well, so definitely worth the purchase. If you are Australian, consider Oz Game Shop the go-to place to buy games because it's so much cheaper than retail. And next up, a couple of Sega games, classic beat-em-ups. We've got Renegade and, of course, Golden Axe. Love Golden Axe. Played that with my brother. Awesome beat-em-up. Okay, a couple of PS2 games. We have God Hand, a really eccentric beat-em-up. Another beat-em-up. It's actually really underrated and actually quite a good game. I haven't played it just yet, but I've heard very good things about it. And probably the weirdest game I've bought this month, Ribbit King. A golfing game, but instead of using a golf ball, you use a frog in a game of Frolf. I watched Game Grumps played it and it looked too good to pass up, so 20 bucks off eBay, why not? And the second and third copies of Metal Gear Solid 2 that I bought was looking for Substance, so here they are, 2 copies of Substance. One was free, one was $7. And now a bunch of Xbox games that I picked up for cheap. Star Wars Battlefront, some shooty game, some drivey game, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, very good game, Hey Lols, Munch's Odyssey, love that game, Alien Hominid from the creators of Castle Crashers and Battle Block Theatre. I believe their first game and actually really good, so check it out, you can actually play it online, Newgrounds. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, and Hitman Contracts. Also got Morrowind Game of the Year edition, but sold it already. Okay, onto the Wii games. We have Dragon Ball Revenge of King Piccolo. Haven't played it. It's worth a little bit, so I think I got that for like 15 bucks, so it's alright. Korimpa! I don't know what this game is. It cost $4, I bought it. Awesome game. Metal Slug Anthology. Love Metal Slug. One of the best arcade run and gun games you can possibly get. And Anthology is the best because it has all of them except for 7. And Battalion Wars 2. Kinda like Advanced Wars, kinda not. But it was 10 bucks. And that's pretty good. Okay, second last thing. We have Assassin's Creed 3, I believe it's Freedom Edition, Murica. Came with a lot of shit, has a really nice box. I'm sure many of you have seen this already. Also came with a really nice statue. I haven't played the game, so I might play it one day. And finally, the Piece de Resistance, I think that's how you say it. We've got a couple regular games. We've got Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2. Both brilliant. Been playing through Bayonetta 2. It is fucking amazing. Game of the Year material. And of course, the packaging they came in. This is the first print edition. Very limited. Exclusive to Game UK. So I had to import it. It cost 120 bucks. I think it was worth it because they're going for like 300 on eBay now. People are always jacking up the prices. And the box is absolutely gorgeous. It is actually the Book of Angels from in-game, and actually really accurate, modelled off it. Open it up. That's where the games are stored in the middle, and it's got a really nice little fold-out art book section as well. So I'm glad I picked that one up because they sold out in like 2 days. Ooh. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been Qualbert's Gaming Bargains Episode 2. There might be one for December, but maybe not. I'll be going on holidays and no internet, which is shit. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.